I think that really helped us. And you see the schism between the rural areas where, of course, we have relatively less well-informed supporters, and of course, versus those in the cities. So I think we really did it. It's not just our bid, but everyone who participated in the process. My polling agents were almost beaten in the vicinity of Street Bahang, because that's where they were dishing out the money after those who had come and voted for BN showed their or furnished their proof. So ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to go back to what the post said. The worry or the tragedy of us even having to mention 14.3 is denying the fact that we actually won these elections. You are talking about 51% of popular votes garnered by Pakatan Rakyat. This is the worst showing of Barisan Nasdem, the worst. They won 24 seats below 2,000 majority. And of course, you know, fraud had a lot to do with it, and that's why we are going to submit all the records of fraud, vote buying. Personally, Lembah Pantai caught a Bangladeshi crying because he could not verify his identification card. He stopped 2 buses from waiting in one particular school. So all these things will be submitted to the short term, the versus independent tribunal. Because you must understand, if you expect the 14 GE will be better, we can never win under the circumstances. We can never win because they will just delineate, re-delineate. They will just transfer more Malays in seats that are troublesome for them. And that's how you see why Teresa getting 50,000 majority, because all her Malays have been voting in Lembah Pantai. So this is important. Not just that, I mean that is on the electoral process. I feel, and I would like to echo Mr. Ahmad Ibrahim in this regard, the single most important struggle for all Malaysians remains the struggle for free and fair elections. You don't have that, then you have a government that has no legitimacy. And that's what we have faced now in the end. And if Najib, for 1 second, had said national reconciliation and coupled it with sincerity, maybe we would be, we would see that yes, things have changed. Unfortunately, not only did he whack the Chinese tsunami in the first speech ever, can you imagine? It is so dangerous. It is not easy for a lot of Malaysians to come and support change. And then you had to squarely polarize it further by saying it is a Chinese opposition to put Soylent versus a Malay pro-government force. And I think this is really detrimental for the country's future. And that's why I said he went ahead and supported Utusan Malaysia's headline. Ladies and gentlemen, you are going to look at a future dominated by Mahathir and Mahatherism. You are talking about a chief minister in Kedah, and I've heard Mokris speak. He parrots Mahathir, whether it's a sodomy case against Anwar, whether it's American, whatever, all those horrible, bitterness-filled attacks. So for me, we will never see a better Malaysia under this government. And that is why we're asking everyone to come tonight in a peaceful rally, which we do not have to open a permit for. Under the new laws, Public Assembly Act, you only need to inform the police, which we have done. And this lousy MCA, not bad enough that they've closed all their city centers because they feel that the Chinese are ungrateful, because they feel they don't have any money. How do you think the opposition survived all these years? You have no money. You still soldiered on. And can you imagine this single statement positioned by the MCA really showcases how they view the rakyat? Not that they also resorted to the SMSs that you read, which is, Anwar Ibrahim asked the Chinese not to come. I answered simply, Chinese equals to Malaysians, Malaysians equals to Malays, equals to Indians. So for me, tonight is really about us coming together. We're outlining the fraud, and the short-term and mid-term measure is what? To ensure you post election petitions and other electoral legal challenges. Because if you just go through petitions, BN can just instruct all the courts to declare it, to be sure it's rejected. So we're doing this because we have enough evidence. Can you imagine? Never before in Malaysia, you have international focus on the fraudulent elections. This is in itself an embarrassment to Nigeria. Destroys his credibility, yeah? So, yeah, no credibility, of course. I don't know, smart together in a picture. But the big thing is, we must understand, I feel UMNO will implode. They have no Chinese representatives. We don't have enough Chinese representatives to even form a proper ministerial position. So we have to keep at it. I believe that, you know, if we don't push this now, then we will never see a Malaysia that is completely inclusive. They are not concerned about the Chinese leaving the country. I think that's what they want. They really want to make sure the future remains racially polarized, racially controlled. So I think we've won, at least we've gotten the moral victory. What's important is to keep at it and make sure people understand that the future of Malaysian democracy is at stake. So with that, again, you know, thank you very much. I think, you know, my biggest, this one key point in this struggle, the fact that in all my traumas, my Asutarian classmates came, my Unitan classmates came, and also my nemesis, his batchmates and seniors at RNC came. So I felt full circle, and I think that's the most important bit in life. It's not just the outcome, it's the process. Thank you very much.